Hello everyone. In this video I want to go over a simple test scene that I'm using to verify the various behaviors of TextMesh Pro when we're changing screen resolution when using the canvas. So I'm still implementing the iLayout element interface, which controls the rect transform and all the anchors and all these different things. So I just want to make sure that we're getting the behavior that we expect. So here's the setup that I'm running right now. I've got a basic canvas. Then I've got a text UGUI object right here. The text, you can see the anchor settings right there. We're using Arial. We're using the text is centered, best fit with minimum size 18, maximum size 120. The TextMesh Pro object is using essentially the same setup. So here's the anchor positions and the min-max. We're using Arial. We're currently using auto between 18 and 120. We're also centered with word wrapping enabled. Now, if I bring in our camera or our game view, we can see the TextMesh Pro object is at the top, the UGUI is at the bottom. If I resize the screen, and we can see that, we're getting the text size to adjust as we would want. The behavior between TextMesh Pro and UGUI changes when we get to a super small size. So we're going to have to figure out, what behavior we want when we get to that point. But right now, TextMesh Pro is mirroring, I'm presuming, the behavior that we want. So I'm obviously using a different alpha version than you guys and gals are using out there. So I would encourage you to reproduce this little test scene to check if it's behaving the same way. Obviously, I do need feedback and your input on what you're seeing and how you feel this should be behaving as I continue to implement this iLayout element interface. And as I said, that's what Unity is kind of using to control the rect transform. Let me move this out of the view. So that's what you're using to control the rect transform behind the scene. So when you're using TextMesh Pro with the auto feature on, all this says is fit the text to the size of the transform. So as long as the transform is being controlled correctly, then everything should happen as we would expect. The differences between TextMesh Pro and UGUI comes down to if I go super tiny. Right now we're still doing the same things. Here you can see that I'm still wrapping the text, and if I go back here and zoom in, basically right now I haven't decided how we're going to handle this element, that word text, which goes beyond the boundaries defined. I guess if masking was on, that would be fine because we would see, if I just enable masking real quick, hard mask. So we would see the word being, partially visible. We could have it clip, or we can insert the ellipses here on the E, the 3 dot dot dot. So again, looking for feedback on what we want it to do at this stage. Another interesting thing that I noticed, I just need to figure out a way to make it happen. Yeah, like in this case, I'm not sure why. If you see look at the TextMesh Pro object, remember we picked centered, so this is still centered. It still fits in our rect transform. For whatever reason, the UGUI text element is now left justified. So, and if I go here, we can see we're still center justified, but it on its own decided to move to a left justification. So I don't know. That could be a bug on their end. That does not seem like the correct behavior to me. So at least, we're doing the right thing on our end. So, hey, thanks for watching. Please provide me some feedback so I can keep moving on this. I would really, really like to get you guys a new alpha, within a day or two. That's got all this new stuff in it. And before I forget, I've had some users asking about material presets and all that with UGUI. I guess I'm expanding the video now and making it longer than I wanted, but just to go over that, here you can see now the new implementation of the material editor. And the reason why I'm saying new implementation is with the canvas renderer, I guess with a normal mesh renderer, Unity adds a material component automatically that shows you what material is assigned to the renderer. So when using the normal mesh renderer, their material component has functionality where you can drag and drop a material on top of it or drag and drop a material in the scene, and it automatically assigns it to the mesh renderer. Well, with UGUI, which uses a rect transform, a canvas renderer, that material component, as you see here, doesn't get exposed. Like if I go and assign, well, this won't work. Well, actually it might. Let me find a font. So if I assign a font, oops, wrong place, a material, this will break it. I broke their thing, but as you assign a material, you see that no material inspector is being shown. So I've had to actually replicate the functionality of the old trustworthy material inspector to allow you to swap shader, see what material is assigned, and as well as, if I zoom in, move this guy out of the way, if I was to grab, I guess you guys can't see, my mouse is below the screen, I apologize for that. So if I drag here a new material, you can see that it was added there. So the drag and drop functionality is there. The context menu is back so you can create material presets, and the undo works as well. So all that stuff is back in, and it's going to be in the next beta. So hey, thanks for watching. I guess I spent an extra 2 minutes on that part. Not sure it was necessary, but again, looking for feedback. Thank you.